Good evening, everyone. Hi. Oh, Jellyfish Crochet, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome into the course. If you want us to know how your days are going, please do. If you just sit back and relax, that's also fine too. Immediately have someone follow as I turn my camera on. Hi. Also, welcome to everyone on Twitch. Welcome to everyone on YouTube. YouTube, if you are willing, please do consider giving the stream a thumbs up, whether you're watching back the VOD or watching it live. And also, if you want to catch more, please subscribe on the YouTube side. And if you want to catch more on the Twitch side, you can also hit the follow button on Twitch. But anyway, good evening, everyone. Charlotte writes, GG's on getting first today. I came up with an idea after I started stream about firsts. I was thinking, do you know what? I think it might be nice to celebrate people who get first, not just by saying thank you at the beginning of the stream. But wouldn't it be cool if, like, say, the person who got first maybe got their name put on the screen for the stream? That we'd all know who was first for the whole thing. I probably won't do it today since it wasn't part of the thing today. But that could be a fun little thing. I'm going to first leaderboard. I technically do have one of those already. It's just that I have not been doing it for a couple of months now because I used to do it on my single player world. I pop onto my single player world and do a whole bunch of statistics and stuff there that we keep track of. Artemis! Hi! Oh, geez, I am behind on all the stuff that's coming in. But anyway, welcome in, Artemis. How are you doing? How was the Easter egg hunt? I believe you were doing a thing like that on chat today. Was that today or was that yesterday? Happy Easter to you. Happy hello from the void. Praise the void. The void be praised. Welcome in. And I see a Gaeilge girl as well. Gaeilge, Artemis, were you guys over in Truly Bedrock? Welcome in, guys. If anyone doesn't know who I am, my name is Nathan. I'm an Irish content creator. Does an awful lot of Skyblock. I'm currently playing on Skyblock Kingdoms Season 2. Artemis was part of Skyblock Kingdoms Season 1. And she was a lovely island partner. She did kind of get lost inside a mushroom for a couple of months. But in fairness, I live in a mushroom. I know how she feels. So it's perfectly acceptable to be lost in a mushroom for a couple of months in a season. Artemis often gets lost. I still hear the mushrooms. Yes, they never leave. I'm assuming that once season Skyblock Kingdoms is finished up for season 2, I will just have mushrooms there. I'll never be able to leave them. Also, yeah, congratulations, you're in space now. Yeah, you're making your way around the moon at the moment, I believe. Oh, yes. Anyway, let me just do a quick catch up on chat because we literally just started and I haven't had a chance to say hi to everyone yet. So, hi, Cry. Charlotte writes, thanks for contributing 26k to the thing. Crimea River has contributed 10,410 to the thing. This is a 24-hour affiliate stream challenge that I have set up. If we get enough channel points donated to the thing and complete it, I will do 2 12-hour streams to celebrate my affiliate anniversary this year instead of just a single 6-hour stream. Vex, thanks for contributing 18k. Hi, Cryptid, Improv, Redstone, good to see you guys. Evil M, how are you doing? Natasha, thank you for contributing 4k to the thing. Hi, Samuel. Cyberbees, good to see you. Cyberbees has contributed 26k, thank you. Jellyfish Crochet, how are you doing? Eagle Warrior, hi. What did we have for lunch supper? You had Crimea River had pizza and mini eggs for supper. That's a interesting combination. Improv as sort of plat pizza with cheese and spinach. Actually, I need to tell you about my dinner yesterday. It was a good one. Cryptid, you've got a 3-stream stream streak. Enjoy those extra pennies. Spend them wisely. Ooh, Samuel Spaghetti Bolognese. Very nice. Eagle Warrior has got a 35-stream streak. Enjoy those extra pennies and spend them wisely. You made deviled eggs, Jellyfish? Ooh. I haven't had deviled eggs, I don't think it ever, really. Have I ever had deviled eggs? I'm not sure. Just did a quick sandwich when I got home from work. Should really grab... Yeah, you should grab more, Cryptid. A sandwich is fine, but, like, you could probably use a little bit more. Eva Lem's contributed 6,222 to the thing. Hi, Beck. Again. Lucy's contributed 24k to the thing. Are we going to first leader? I mean, I might do the first leaderboard. I kind of done it already. Also, Axolotl Lover, I don't know if I said hi to you yet. But yeah, Eagle Warriors contributed 26k to the thing. Humans currently the furthest from Earth that they've ever been. Very exciting. Is that at the point where it is now? Because I couldn't remember exactly where they were today. I wasn't sure when they reached the point that they are far enough away that they're considered furthest point ever. Curiosity, thanks for contributing 2k to the thing. Good news about the shuttle. The toilet has finally been fully repaired. Yes! They can use the jacks again. Jill, thanks for contributing 2k to the thing. Hey, Curiosity. Luffy is contributing 28k to the thing. Jeez, by the time this is done, you're going to have contributed at least 30k. Artemis, this is good news. Improv Jade has contributed 1,260. Thank you so much. Artemis 8-bit contributed 250 to the thing. Their initial course was so perfect they spent their scheduled adjustment times on fixing and refining the toilet mechanisms. It's got to be done. Look. Hey, look. You're in a spacecraft. Toilet facilities are very, very important. If they're not working properly, you're in trouble. Leftmost cat. I'll go capra. Just two sandwiches. Well, actually, I suppose I had 2 sandwiches earlier, but not for dinner. Brian Shrimp has contributed 20k to the thing. I have a cat in my lap, so getting more food right now is hard. Yes. Though, did I see a video earlier today of someone shared a video, I think on Instagram, showing how to get out from under a cat with some weird movements. Now, it only works if the cat is on top of you in bed. But it was a very strange movement, and it was it was an interesting video. If I had it, I'd share it, and then anyone who has a cat would be able to investigate it further and practice themselves on how to escape from underneath a cat when you are in bed and the cat is sitting on top of you in the bed. So yeah. They use the sun to melt the ice around the exit mechanism to make it work smoother. Ooh, okay, that's fascinating. Yes, that's the most metal thing I've ever heard all day. Mental thing. Sponsor, Shakas down. I am not translating that very well. Top road arm. Shakas down. Like, that's your symbol. That's your symbol. If I can say the brother will hold it, the dini will a dul chilk and gialach can echol tivela. So dul ho with this which they dul. Yeah, it's interesting to see where the people are going with spacecraft. Sponsor hawk. Okay, so that's spacecraft. Okay, good to know. Did I get some chocolate for Easter? Yes. I did get some more as well. I got one of my choirs gave me a little Cadbury's egg, which is very nice of them. And honestly, I like chocolate, but I'm only really eat it in smaller doses now. So I don't like. I'd rather not have all the chocolate. I think when I was younger. Oh great, there I am talking about my age again. I would probably could have all the chocolate gone in like one setting, but yeah, no, this is I'm taking my time. Back in my day. Bagel van morgen from Vanitilas and Spots. Yeah, okay. I'm not old enough to be a grandpa. Okay, well, technically. On a technicalical side of things, I'm not getting into that. Because we're not going there. Do you know what the best way of putting it is? All the people of the next generation in my family are all like under 5, so it's perfectly fine. So I'm not that old. Okay, right. Let's get down to business today. So, also, yeah, dinner yesterday. Oh, we decided to. So it was Easter Sunday yesterday, And usually like we'd have dinner at home and do family dinner or whatever. But yesterday we decided, do you know what? We're actually going to go out for dinner. And it was lovely. We went out to a lovely Italian style restaurant, and oh, I got carbonara, and it was chorizo carbonara. So it's just like the meat in it is divine. Proper restaurant made pasta. Oh, absolutely delicious. And actually even better, like there was a 3-course meal deal, which basically I think saved me like €10 to have, like, starter, main, and dessert. And the dessert, oh, it was called a cheesecake, and it was a salted caramel cheesecake with chunks of little honey in them, like little honeycomb chunks in it. It was just like, oh, it was gorgeous. And I had like a salted caramel ice cream as well with it as well. And it's like, I was having a hard time choosing between that and the lemon cheesecake. Which should I go for? Lemon cheesecake? Oh, we had family over on Friday and put a lamb shoulder in the slow cooker. Oh, yeah. I got to get the lamb is like proper traditional, old school Easter. Like that. Yeah. I've done it many a time. Okay, let me just sleep in case any of the nasties are anywhere nearby. Níbá mu sean a riomh mar níosríim na catagam. Well, the catagats. Like it's fit. Well, I suppose yeah. If the cats aren't going to have kids, well then. In fairness, I'm not going to be a grandfather either. I don't think. Though never say never. Just it's a little bit more not as straightforward when your choice of partner would make it a little bit more planning would a lot more planning would need to be involved. A lot more planning would need to be involved compared to yeah. I know we talked about interesting enough, guys, we ended up having a conversation on the education system in sex ed the other day. We didn't actually get into actual sex ed, but we did get into the talk about the need for it in education and how it's improved over the years, but it's still got a long way to go. But yeah, we're not going to get into into the actual topic on stream, since that would probably not be 100% family friendly technically. But the way you say carbonara reminds me that you're Irish, lol. I forgot because your accent is so thick. See, I say carbonara. I'd like to think that I say carbonara not exactly like if I was saying carbonara now. If I was saying it like an Irishman, it'd be carbonara. It wouldn't be carbonara. It'd be carbonara. Depending on where in Ireland I am. Never say never. My cousin and her wife had a baby at the same time as me, which, as you say, did involve some planning. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, look, I'll never say never. I will probably it won't be as yeah. Let's just say my brothers have an easier time about it. Sorry, not necessarily an easier time, a more straightforward time about it. With their wives. Fudgy, thanks for contributing 9,750 to the thing. Well, let's just say you won't be having the baby. No. It won't be a surprise. Yeah. Rage Blaze, thanks for contributing 6,340 to the thing. Amazing. Fudgy's on 125. Okay. So, let me talk about what our project is today. So I have been building these little islands around the kingdom to kind of help fill up like space and stuff like that. So my goal today is to just continue working in this. We're just going to continue adding more of these islands. I have mapped out locations where I want more of them. So you head off. Actually, if anyone needs to go look after themselves after the stream, please do go look after yourselves. Thanks for popping in, Artemis. Really appreciate you dropping in with your community. So, guys, thank you so much for popping by. If anyone does need to go look, raid and run, please look after yourselves. Praise the void be praised. But yeah, we still have a bunch more islands to place over here. And actually, I need to get maybe a couple more over here as well. I've got one, but I think I want to fill up this space a little bit more as well. Hilarious. And I shouldn't go get the voids. Is that the Irish for voids? Okay, so let me just do. Think so far I've tried to vary up the shrooms a little bit. So over here we've got a lot of the Greek goddess of discord. Not a big fan of hot dog buns. Oh, okay. Good for him. So you've got a lot of these style of shrooms. So I think maybe... How many of these do I still have to do? I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so I've got 4 here to build. I think we go for another... Let's put another red shroom over here. And I think I'll do... I think I'm going to go for same style of shroom we have there. Yes. And this will be a smaller one. Not Discord, Discord. I don't know how she feels about Discord. I'm sure she's fine about this. Look, the goddesses are... The goddesses must be looked after. So, we have got a bunch of this stuff here. Mushroom stem. Let me just see. I'm going to take a little look back and see where I want to place this on the actual island. I think... See, it's either going to be the back or the front. Let's go for the back. Sky! GG's on the 250, on the 65 stream streak. Oh, I knew I forgot a detail. I was using shroom lights in all of these, wasn't I? Let me go grab some shroom lights. I think I left them down below. But GG's on the 65 stream streak. Enjoy your extra pennies and spend them wisely. Yes, I have the shroom lights here. Okay. Itchy nose. Could use maybe... Do I have some extra crimson? Nope. Okay. So many insane stream streaks. I know. People have been enjoying the stream streak stuff, especially since like you've been able to kind of save your streak using VODs and stuff. I think that has been a huge thing for people. I can use that to pick that up. So like, that has been a major bonus for people, I think. And it's a nice thing to be able to do that, because like I know... Oh, here we go. Oh, let me just change that status there. So yeah, it's oh, I broke it with the wrong axe, didn't I? Oh well. But yeah, it is nice detail to be able to save your stream streak with your by watching VODs and stuff like that, because like so often, I think that's probably why stream streaks have taken off more than they used to be, because like people are like, oh, I can actually have a chance of saving in it. Course, how are you doing? How are tricks with you? It's good to see you. We are making shrooms today, and islands, I suppose, as well. But the shrooms are priority, especially since we just had an Artemis raid. And Artemis is a big fan of the shrooms. Minecraft shrooms, of course. Actually, I've got a few friends who are big into... Like, I've got a friend who... my friend Unitex is big into... like, collecting mushrooms and stuff. As in like just like going out and exploring and stuff for things. Those are good. We're just doing kids' bedtime things. Ah, yes. Kids' bedtime. Ah. Well, I don't have to deal with that yet. I have put away the tools that I really need. Okay, let's grab you. May have built a small shroom the other day. Just a small shroom. Yeah, I suppose. Oh yeah, your big stuff is the holes. So I think that is the big stuff with Juju. Because you got that big huge hole on Nevermore, if I remember correctly. Okay, I think that is. I want to have maybe a little bit of. I think I'm gonna do this here. Thank you for popping by, Becca. Appreciate that. Also, good luck. Happy Afiliversary, I suppose, since you've got the. I think that's you said that's happening soon, didn't you? Okay, let's lock these. How does that look there? Ooh, actually, that's pretty nice. I'm pretty happy with that. Oh, I also need to get a firefly bush. A firefly bush is a must have on every single one of these islands. Yes, small hole. Oh yeah, just a little hole. Uni. That first cat knows Unitex. Good. Well, I suppose like if anyone's kind of like keeping an eye out for Irish people or Irish speakers on Twitch, Unitex is definitely someone you have to keep an eye out for. Okay, I think I need to get some more bushes. Let's go expand our bush amounts. I think I need. Do I need Silk Touch for this? Gewoon holger. Het is ja. De sheets. Dus het toch het kan worden met niet shin. Yeah, that should be fine. Oh, actually, let's give. There isn't one here. Let's throw one in here. Oh, I need a block that I can actually place it on, though. Can I just go on dirt? Andy, thanks for the 28k. Val, thanks for 7,480. Sorry, 584 to the thing. Out of curiosity, let me check and see where we're at percentage-wise. We're at 90%. There's only 10% left in the community challenge. So, the fact that I'm probably streaming for 3 more times this week, we're most likely going to hit our goal. I come up with these crazy ideas and then I regret it when I actually do them. You've only yourself to blame, course. Yeah, you've only yourself to blame. Okay, I need some dirt for that, I think, then. Let's grab some dirt so I can place the thing down. Just seclude it in here. And spread your fireflies. Hello? There they go. Okay, I was expecting more. Are they all confined inside? Yeah, it's fine. It's just a little taste. Okay, I need to do it on this island over here. Ah, forgot that did that. No. Fail. Dum ba dum bum 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 bum. Oh. I can fly. Sort of. Very badly. I'm going to throw you back here. There we go. Right. Okay. Another island done. There's one over there. And now, what color do we go with? I think maybe... I think we did nether wart over there. Left mouse cat, thanks for contributing 2k to the thing. Yeah, let's get a nether wart block. Mushroom. Bum, ba, bum, bum. Okay, and over here. Okay, so this one is in a kind of a funky spot because it's right beside a couple of other islands. What kind of mushroom shape do I want to go with this one? I think it does need a bit of substance, does it? I'd really like those smaller mushroom styles. Okay, let's try the smaller mushroom style. We can go maybe a bit taller. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll go there. Okay, 1. Reading about your stuff. You are a musician, so instrument musician or singer musician? Director of music. Yeah, it's probably yeah. So I actually have. I'm not going to be streaming next week because I have a show. So yeah, that is I'm currently working with a amateur musical group on a show. Okay, that is definitely need to be bigger. So it's going well. We had rehearsals pretty much all day today. So yeah. Okay, I think. Am I going too big? Let's see. I might have gone too big. I think it's okay. I think it just needs to be shorter. I think it's big enough, but I think it just needs to be shorter. I sing a lot too, but not professionally. Yep. It's good. Singing is a great one to do. If you're already home, go somewhere else. No, I'm not going somewhere else. If I'm going somewhere, I'm already home. If I go somewhere else, I won't be. I'll have to stop streaming. This evening. Okay, yeah, I think this will work fine. We just need to go lower. A good size. It just needs to be lower down. I think 1 down is fine. But yeah, it's so I work as a music director with a bunch of amateur music groups, so like choirs and stuff like that, and musical theatre groups. So yeah, I don't get into too many specifics because I don't want to dox myself. But yes, that is my job. It's kind of it's a cool job to be able to say that I do, I suppose. Okay, mistakes. Blah, 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 blah. Do things correctly. Okay. And we go one more in size. And now we do this. Gee, let's see how this shape looks. I like that. It's a little bit different to the other shapes, and we want variety. That's always a lot of fun. Hope everything goes smoothly. Yeah, I hope so. It should go smoothly. It should be actually fine, because like we're in a reasonably good place. Yes, there are still things that we need to fix and tidy up and all that jazz, but like we're doing pretty well. So I am perfectly I am confident that they will do a good job next week. Okay, so I do want to get some weeping vines in here as well, because I think that would add to the atmosphere there. Let's just go grab some weeping vines from the thing. Did I say thank you to Axie for the 22k? If I didn't, thank you Axie for the 22k. I appreciate it. Okay, let's just grab a bunch here. Perfection. If anyone got freaked out about that, you're welcome. About the sounds that just went by there. Okay. Oh, nope, don't have enough height. Okay, so I want to do I want to, yeah, let's do a bit of artificial growth. I'm just going to go on one side actually. I'll do. Okay, and then we need a bit of color on the bottom. I do love the grass. The grass in this biome just looks awesome. It's just a really, really bright green. Rich, you've been lurking. I appreciate that. Thank you so much for the lurk. I still need to look for a local choir. I miss it. You should have a look around. Like there's like it obviously depends on where you're living. Some places it's easier to find a local choir than others. See, I know my sister is moving to the UK. Actually, both my sisters are moving to the UK. But they'll both be, I'm pretty sure they'll both be looking for choirs to join when they get there. Fortunately, one of them is moving to a place in the UK where she's guaranteed to have multiple options. So, yeah, she's looking forward to it. Very much looking forward to it. You looking for someone who plays fiddle close, teaches fiddle close to you? You could try online. I know it's not always the best option, but like it is an option for learning instruments these days, is going online. Mr. Dewey just moved to the middle of nowhere in the USA, though. Oh, yeah, that can make it difficult. Corrected Mrs. Singing, but doesn't have time for a choir, sadly. Time as well. It's why I only did one society in college. I only did the one choir in college. I could have tried doing multiple, but I just did not have the time for it. It really does take a lot of time to do those things. Sometimes. I think... flowers. Let's go get a different set of flowers for this one. I think we want to get some in here. So what flowers do we have in our spot here? I think I'm leaning towards... let's do some cornflowers in this one. I think my local college is a community choir. I'll have to double check. Most colleges and universities would, even if they're small, as long as they're big enough, they may be able to provide a space for a choir. Like it's they're fairly common things. There we go. Okay, let's just take a wee step back and have a look. Okay. Probably not the best location for the island because it a lot of sight lines. It's kind of like blocking stuff, but it's fine. Actually, I want to see what it looks like from over here. Yeah, again, it's kind of blocked by that, but that's okay because it's supposed to be just kind of like trees in a forest almost. I've only ever done church choir. I'd be so curious to see a non-church one. It's a different experience because like a church choir, you're regularly just doing like when you do church choir, you are preparing music often weekly. And that is a different experience to non-church choir, where non-church choir will be preparing music for events. So you often have weekly rehearsals, but you're spending those weekly rehearsals preparing a lot more. You're working on a lot more music. You might work it as more detail so that you can prepare for either competitions or you can prepare for concerts. Often those types of choirs go off and do, I suppose church choirs also do it, Christmas caroling and stuff as well. But what you find with the church choir is it's a different kind of like, and then of course it's a different kind of like level of speed at which you're doing music. Angel Lizzie, thanks for the 20k. Luffy, enjoy your lurk. So yeah, it's there are two different kind of like styles of just like regularly running over things. So it's just like kind of the pacing is different. That's probably the best way to describe it. Its pacing is different. So church choirs versus non-church choirs would be, the pacing would often be different. So if I'm working with, when I'm working with a choir that is non-church, usually we're working towards like some kind of concert. We spend a large amount of time just like working on quite a bit of repertoire. And also I suppose when you're not doing church choir, you have a scope for stuff that's not religious. So church choirs often get stuck with having to just do religious music. Doesn't always have to be religious. Occasionally they do get a chance to do stuff that's non-religious. But when you're in a non-church choir, a lot of the time the music doesn't have to be, the music could be anything. So there's a lot more options. Favorite song I did with school was a Sanctus in D minor. Yeah, and I have no idea which one that could be because there's so many. Yeah, there's a lot. Actually, that's a funny thing. I think when I was younger, I was like learning oh yeah, I remember when I was a kid, when I was doing piano lessons, my piano teacher would organize these, he organized little concerts with all his students, for like parents and stuff. So I was doing Prelude in C major by J.S. Bach, the kind of the famous one. It's the Ave Maria Grazia Plena. That's the one that the Guno turned into an Ave Maria. I don't have the piano set up. I'd play it right now if I could, but I can't, as the piano's not set up. But he anyway, that's I got told I was playing that in the concert, and someone else who was playing in the concert said, "Oh yeah, I'm playing Prelude in D major." I was like, "Oh, so that's basically the same thing as my but you're playing the same thing as the same piece as me, except it's in D major." That's what I thought at the time. I was only a kid, so I didn't realize that it was a totally different piece of music. Rich, I do know Eric Whittaker. Do I think, what my opinion on Eric Whittaker? I have sung his music. I think it's gorgeous. It's really, really beautiful music to listen to. Uh, I tried. I've done a couple of his pieces. I will say his voice leading, so his composition is the way that he's written the music. It could be arranged better, because it's very hard to sing a lot of his music because the voice line doesn't go in a natural. Oh, it doesn't always go in a natural way. It does a lot of the time. It's fine, but like sometimes, like you end up doing strange jumps and stuff, and it's like it's a bit odd. So yeah, I have noticed that with doing Eric Whittaker compared to some other modern composers who do comparable music which is just as good, but is easier to sing because the person who's composed it has written good voice lines. So by voice leading, I mean it's natural for you to sing the song the way it goes. So like a da da ba da 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 or whatever. So anyways, the melody feels natural. It's easier to sing rather than da ba ba da 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 ba da, where it can feel a bit like it's going all over the place a little bit. BFK, thanks for the 26k. Samuel, thanks for the 11,680. And Bannards, thanks for the 18k. Amazing. We did one of his songs in high school. It was harder than it needed to be at the time. It is tough. It looks a runquay. Yeah. See, I think his songs could be more manageable. You could keep the same chordal structure. All you need to do is arrange it so that the notes are going, so that each of the vocal parts are taking more melodic routes through the harmonies. So you can get the exact same effect. All you need to do is write the music so that's going in that thing. Angel, thanks. Congrats on the 45 stream streak. You're getting close to the 50. Enjoy those extra pennies. Spend them wisely. So yeah, this is a conversation where I wish I had my keyboard set up, because then I could get better examples. Like Bannards, thank you so much for your Prime. I really thank you. 49 months. That is kind of crazy. That is... Give me a second. I'm doing math in my head right now. So we're over 4 years. You're subscribed to me for over 4 years now. Thank you so much. Guys, can we get some love and hearts in chat for Bannards? Bannards has been with me on this stream journey since the beginning. There's a reason why he's got the first badge. He's been there since the beginning. Actually, we were hanging out together before I started streaming. In the Clutter, which is another community that I've been involved in before I started streaming. So yeah, hearts and love in chat for Bannards, because Bannards is wonderful. Thank you. And also Mama Loki, thanks for the 24k to the thing. It's funny, there's such a different vocal range to instrument range sometimes though. Always used to have trouble reading music because I also play flute piccolo, and changing that from that to lower alto was always hard. It's a different way of reading music, isn't it? It does help when you have like instrumental behind reading as well, though. I have found that did help when learning to read music for singing. It is a different style of reading music. Okay, let's see. So we've got this one over here and that one down there. Let's do this one first. I think I want to do another bright one there. So yes, will we go? Yeah, I think we'll go. I'm gonna keep that red. Do we do another one of these? I think we do another one of these. So let's go grab some crimson. But yeah, it's I have lost my train of thought. We were talking about... We're on about voice leading and stuff like that. Can you ask for a hug? Absolutely, PFK. Guys, can we give some hugs to PFK in chat, please? Sending you all the hugs. Used to be really high soprano, but now I can go all the way down from a high soprano to an alto. Yes. Yeah, that's the joys of, like, as the voice gets a bit older, you can, and if you look after it well, you can get a better range and work in it. Yeah, just be careful with it as well. You don't want to push your voice too much. But, yeah, I was training a few years back. I had a children's choir I was working with, and those kids are now teenagers, and all those kids used to be singing like soprano-ish range, and now they've all got to that age where like their voices have gotten to, they've all lowered down to alto, but they haven't got the higher range much anymore because they're at that age where the voice is just like in that transition stage. Thank you. I'm empathetic for my own good. Well, you look at, if you want, if hanging out here helps, hanging out here can help a little bit, and maybe you can get a little bit of good vibes sent to your way. Also, I suppose we could also, wasn't it? It was the Trans Visibility Week day a few days ago, and today is International Ace Day, I think. So celebrating those people who are asexual and acknowledging their existence, which is a fantastic thing. All the diversities. Fun trans facts. I started as a soprano and used choir as a free vocal training to drop my voice before I started here. Singing is fun. I suppose, like, if you've gone through, see, there's the fun bit. If you go through transitioning, which is, I suppose, is probably more drastic for if you're going FTM, because depending on when you transition, because first you go through the change through first puberty, the voice changes and you get used to that adult voice, and then transition again, voice changes again, and then you have to deal with that transition in the voice. So yeah, MDF depends. It depends on how the voice happens, and the age and all that jazz. So trying to learn how to growl safely and learn safely too, it's hard. That's where, if you're going for growling and stuff like that, that's where it would probably help if like you have a tutor or someone who's got experience with it. I don't have a clue about growling though. It's not in my wheelhouse because I trained in the classical tradition. I've got a good idea of how to deal with musical theater, so like I can help out with people who belt and stuff like that. So belting is also part of my wheelhouse because I got a bit of experience with that too. But yeah, growling, there's gonna be no help to you there. Cough drops scare me for that reason. If my voice hurts, it's not talking. I'm not taking something to make it feel better because I don't want to use it at that point. Cough drops aren't a bad thing. It's just, see, the thing is, you can use just, the trick is take cough drops to make your to kind of like reduce your irritation, because what they can do is they can reduce irritation and then you're less likely to cough. And just be aware that like as long as you're not taking something that's a numbing agent too much, like a cough drop is just kind of like to reduce irritation. It's not the end of the world. I wouldn't take cough drops before performance, but like if I was a sore throat kind of thing, I would probably do cough drops just like to ease things out a little bit. Okay, I think we do shape. I think we're going to do the same shape again. We'll go with small one this time. It was a soprano one until sophomore year high school, then was switched over the summer all the way to alto too. It was a rough thing to learn. I went to, so when I was before my voice broke, I was in a children's choir, fairly prominent children's choir here in Ireland. I've talked about this before, about being in that choir before. Um, but yeah, so that choir, I came into that choir and was placed in the alto section. My second year, I was moved up to what they call the soprano twos, so the kind of the middle range. And then in my third year, I graduated to soprano one. Yeah, top of the range. Then my fourth year, the conductor turned around to me and said, "Hey, um, what part do you want to sing? You're pretty much able to do any of them. So which would you like to sing?" So I actually volunteered to go back down to alto again, which was the right call because later that year my voice started transitioning down, started changing. It didn't completely change by the end of the year of the year in the choir, but my voice was starting to get a little bit lower. So if I had stuck with soprano one, I probably would have struggled. But yeah. Yeah, I think I've managed to get a measure of control over my false chords, but I would really like to be sure. You're visible, Reg. Yes, I'm shaking right now over the ending of an SMP. It's bad. Oh, is that to do with Is that I know, like the only SMP that I know that's ending today is Bannerfall. So yeah. Well, sending nerves to you. I know it's a. Sometimes it can be. Sometimes it catches us off guard. The way they can make it feel. Bannerfall into today, and I cried. Oh. Yeah. How creations do have a tendency to make emotional stuff, don't they? But anyway, you look after yourself, PFK. And also, like, it sounds like I haven't actually had a chance to really watch any Bannerfall stuff at all. Well, it sounds like they did a fantastic job with their show. But I'm still sad because like it is the end of their season. That is in an awkward position. Can I get there? Oops. How many times are going to fall off today? But yeah, it is sad when an SMP ends. Fortunately, SBK has got quite a bit more time. So at least there's not a double whammy or something like that. But yeah, sending hugs. And GG's to everyone who's involved in Bannerfall. They did an amazing job on what they were doing. Okay. There we go. Okay. Broken. I need to break you and break you. Aha. Okay. I think we've done... Let's do a quick check. How many do I have left to do? I've got one over there to do. Oh, I love that style. My physically... Oh, geez, you mind yourself, yeah. Okay, well, mind yourself, PFK. And like, look after yourself. Sending hugs and hoping you're feeling better soon. I think I want to do this style of shroom, but I'm going to use the warped wart this time instead. Over on this one back here. And then as you can see, we could probably get round to building a couple more islands after this. So let's get some warped nether warp block. Warped blocks. Warped wart blocks? There we go. Warped wart blocks. Maybe they should add that to the game. Maybe we should have warped wart. It's like we got Crimson Wart, and they should rename this Crimson Wart. I don't like the fact that it's called Nether Wart Block. It should be called Crimson Wart. But anyway, look. It's not going to always be consistent. Okay. Okay. I definitely think this should be a bigger one. Yeah, it should definitely be a bigger one. So if we go for this size here. Did 3 tall, 4 tall as well? Yeah, let's go 4 tall. Okay. What part of the island do I want to do it on? I'm going to go over here. 2, 3, and 4th. Gonna make this a big one. Do a bit of laundry, then get food and pay med for year. Yeah, mind that ear now. Okay, I think that's good. Aha. Okay. I think we'll go with a bit of variety of color on here so that it is not all green. Let's go grab some crimson roots. Taking care of oneself. Need to grab some food real quick. Yes, go grab food. Food is good. Food be good. We love food here. Got some red. What other colors could we throw in? Would Adium work with this? And then we got the green. There's already green there because of the warped wart stuff. Bum bum bum. Just thinking of other colors to throw in. Maybe we use some azure bluette. And let's bring some of the glowberries again. Glowberries always work well. Like azure bluette should work pretty well as a fairly neutral color. Almost like they're almost like little bushes, aren't they? Yeah, that's good. And I said I wanted to put a bit of glowberry stuff in. I think I'm just going to do it all on the one side. I need more bone meal. Bone meal. Did I bring some bone meal over here? Probably. Merd Book, thanks so much for contributing 24k. Over 24k. 24,452 to the thing. How close are we now to the completion? We're at 92%. That is fantastic. Oh, what's popping up there? Oh, Mega's live. Okay. That's what I was that's what that notification was for me. It was just telling me that Mega's alive and streaming. He's streaming something anyway. Okay. Let's make more of the bone meal stuff, the thing stuff. It was just compacted. I'm glad that your ear is feeling better. Ear stuff is, it can be really annoying. Let's do... How is this looking? We're going to put a little bit of glowberries in here and there. Shear this all. Surely, you can't be serious. I can be serious, and don't call me Shirley. How does this look? Kind of want it without me there. Can I have a wee look without me there? I'm not mad about it. Not thrilled about that one, but it's fine. Does the job. Okay, right. So, at this stage, I have filled in all of the islands that were empty, I think, of shrooms. By the looks of things. So now we need to go back to actually building more of these islands. So there's still quite a few to be done. But I feel like it is definitely... It was not as obvious last time I looked, but oh yeah, that's so much better. Okay, I definitely made a good call in adding all these little mushroom islands. It's filling the space out nicely. It makes it look like the other islands are part of like the rest of it just like helps connect everything. It also makes the bigger mushrooms look like, okay, we're not on our own. Like, I've been feeling out this entire base. Actually, Fool and I have probably been feeling out most of this base. We have not done a huge amount of planning. We've done a bit of planning, but most of it has just been like some of the ideas are from earlier on. Taking care of food now, make a PBJ, and usually some left. Nice, enjoy. But yeah, let's see. What was so plan-wise? There was two things that were kind of like major, kind of like discussed before season started, and one I think was kind of the stump. So we needed a way to get down to Wonderland. It's like this is supposed to be like a center of the kingdom, but it wasn't supposed to be like the most obvious part of the kingdom. Like, that's why everything up here was built, was to kind of like draw the eye away from the stump. So when you're coming in, your eye's supposed to be drawn up rather than down. And then the other thing we wanted to do was Wonderland. But the details of Wonderland weren't fleshed out much either before the season began. So like, yeah, Fool and I have totally felt out most of the season, and yeah, we've done a good job, I think. Okay, and let me just get back inside my body. Buttons are being pressed. That should not be pressed. Okay, I need to clear out my inventory so that we can get the resources we need to build these little islands here. Okay, let's go do that. Let's clear out inventory and grab our blocks we need. Quesadilla, isn't it? I'm not sure I'm not overly confident with that pronunciation. Sky's left the game. We're safe to fish again. I can't believe she's managed to get all the legendaries bar 3. Okay, well, in fairness, I've got 6 of the legendaries. I'm only missing 7. So I can understand getting all the legendaries, but just... it's kind of crazy. How lucky she's been able to. She's put the work in. It's not just luck. There's work involved in getting those dudes. So yeah. So the plan is we will clear out inventory and we'll just build island bases. We're not going to worry about the rest of all the tops, the mushrooms yet. We want to build the actual islands. And then we come back in afterwards and we add in these details that we were doing just there at the beginning of stream. So like with the bone meal and stuff like that. So that's kind of like the order that we do things in. Lights go here. Shroom blocks go here. Hoe goes there. Warped goes here. And Crimson goes there. And if I'm thinking just learn bread can activate your phone screen. How does... What? I did see what you got. You got the lobster, didn't you? No. Was it you got the lobster or did you get the worm, which was the ridiculously shiny one? There was a shiny caught. But I know someone else got I know someone got the lobster. I'm getting confused. I'm not sure which one it was. I know someone got the lobster and someone got a shiny. Purple got the lobster. And then someone got a shiny legendary. Merd Book, congrats on the 50 stream streak. Enjoy those extra channel points. You spent them wisely. Footy, thank you for the hydrate. Definitely needed. I've been using my voice all day. Okay. Let's put you in there and let's see what resources we have to work with. So, I believe we need cobbled deep slate, which I don't seem to have much of. Let me just remind myself what goes into these islands. So, we use a lot of basalt. We need dirt and mycelium. And cobbled deep slate. So polished basalt. Or smooth basalt. Sometimes a bit of mud. Right, I think I'm going to have to go get some cobbled deep slate because I don't seem to have much here. Oh, I've got this. And I have this. Oh, well, actually, maybe we'll be fine because we can use slabs instead of full blocks. How much basalt do we have? Also, these are in the wrong box. Okay, we do not have a lot of smooth basalt, so I'm going to have to put some on to cook. That's polished. Don't think you can cook that down. It's obsidian. Okay, let's pop over to Industrial District and get some of those resources. How much dirt do we have? Got quite a bit of quartz. Quite a bit of mycelium. Quite a bit of dirt. I just need this for the top anyway, so I don't need a huge amount each time. Just have to be careful with it. Jelly was in call to witness me dying, going to a squeaking breathing fit. Oh, wow. I had a great time. I've caught the lobster reaction on camera, so when I do get round to releasing the video which has that in it, you'll see my reaction. It probably doesn't have me squeaking and wheezing, but I was very excited to see the lobster getting caught. Haven't been fishing a lot. Only had the bamboo. Only the bamboo legendary. That's all. And like a bamboo legendary is still a decent legendary amount. Okay, let's cook some of this up. We'll use this super smelter because, yeah, I don't really feel like. Well, Let me just make sure that I've got enough coal to cook it up back home. Yeah, we've got coal blocks there. So I'll bring that back and we'll cook it up at home. And let me just grab a little bit of extra basalt while we're at it. Cobbled deep slate while we're at it. And do it that way. Flashback of my in-game reaction, just no audio to it because of how flashback works. If you use... So, flashback does have the option to record audio if you have got the simple voice chat enabled. But of course, if simple voice chat doesn't work on the server, then I'm not sure if it does the thing. So yeah, it might not work on a server that doesn't do simple voice chat. Because I'm pretty sure Alfie's server doesn't have simple voice chat enabled. So yeah, I've been making sure the new people on the server are behaving themselves. I'll had one join and immediately start X-raying. Oh, that sounds fun. That keeps you busy. Yeah, Alfie's server is a busy server, isn't it? Okay. I need to fix my elytra. It's getting low. So let's go get some levels. Oh, simple voice chat. We use Discord for talking. Yeah, it's fair. Like you don't. Alfie's Discord is not one where you would. Sorry, Alfie's community Minecraft server isn't really one where you'd want to have voice chat on it because like pretty much anyone can. Like it is a server which anyone can join initially. So for that reason, you don't want simple voice chat. And actually, you probably don't want simple voice chat for the reason, just like for moderation purposes, it can get very tricky. And managing those kind of things. So you just don't want to have to. It's just easier to not have to do simple voice chat on a server like that. Like it is somewhat public, so. I feel like simple voice chat is really for non-public servers. That's probably the best way for managing it. Okay, and I want to cook you up, don't I? Yes. It'd be very difficult for moderation because, like, if someone starts, if there's some genuine bullying happening through a VC, in simple voice chat, or other kinds of abuse happening, and then, like, the thing is, it is the internet. Like, minors end up in places. It could easily end up in places like on Alfie server. You do not want to have to deal with the consequences of like having something like having to take responsibility for those for issues like that. Okay, let's cook you up. As it gets quick, it gets tricky. Trust me, as someone who's done quite a bit of safeguarding training in my time for my career, it's not something you really want to have to think about. So yeah, we try and make sure we catch the bad guys before they get onto the server by getting info from other mod teams and such. But sometimes it can be tough. Exactly. And like the thing is, if you're got a moderated, like a VC on a Discord is easier to moderate, because you get the logs and stuff like that, which is a lot easier to manage. Simple voice chat, it could just be a simple thing of like you walk past someone and you say something, and then there's no kind of logging that you're talking with that particular person. And then, yeah, it's tricky. So it's very, very understandable that you don't do it. I think we've lost our scaffolding. I don't know where our scaffolding is gone. Do I have spare? I've got spare of this. I got spare resin block. Resin's a pretty good scaffolding block. Actually, we got more moss, don't we? Let me use moss instead. Moss is more expendable. Resin's kind of a little bit precious. Ate all the scaffolding. Sorry, I got hungry while waiting for the cat to move. Okay, that explains where all my scaffolding went. I very dare you. Could you Send it to me when you're finished with it. Actually, don't. I don't want that. Okay, let's see. Alright, I should be able to just do a line over from there to there. Offer a virtual bite of quesadilla. It's very yummy. You know, I could have something very yummy right now. You know, some Easter egg stuff. So now that Easter's over, we expect all the Christmas chocolate to pop out now. I'm joking. We don't, that does not happen. It doesn't come that early. And the Easter eggs may pop into the shops straight after Christmas is finished, but yeah, we don't have the opposite happen, thankfully, here. It would be kind of hilarious if that was a thing. Oh, it's now fireworks in the USA. Yeah, we can't. Fireworks are illegal to sell here, so doesn't stop people from getting access to them. They go up to Northern Ireland and get them there. But yeah, no, the fireworks are not accessible here. They're illegal to sell. So yeah, that's not happening. Okay, I feel like these ones back here, the back ones here need to be big islands. So we'll go for something similar to kind of like this size. So we're going 1, 2, 3, 4 cubic. So I don't think I've gone anything bigger than 5. Oh, I missed. No, I have not missed it. It's just not rendering properly. How big did I go with this one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ooh, I went with 6 with this one. I feel like it actually needs to be bigger than this one then. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, let's go 6 by 8 then, I think. I'll send your thoughts to me for fall semester. I'll be taking 3 art classes at one time and acting class. I'm going to have a time. That sounds incredible. Okay, also, first of all, I want to get rid of this circle now that I've marked it off. So, which one are you? Ah, perfect. So, we're going to go big. So, always go with a 1 at the bottom, but then we're going to go big here. So, this has to be at least a 3. That's, maybe, do we lean in this way? Yeah, we'll lean in this way. Give it a little bit of a lean. Well, that's exciting though, PFK. Okami fan has redeemed sing mode. And that'll last for a minute, I think. It's either for a minute or 2. I always forget. Two minutes of singing for me. Let's go a little bit more this way, I think. Aha, we are singing for 2 minutes. Yes, it's looking good. I got pre-visualized 2D animation, 2-dimensional design, and intro to acting for fall semester. That sounds like a lot of fun. So artistic. So artistic. A little bit of a cliff on this side. Let's keep moving over this way. So 1, 2, 3. And then on this way, sing gold would go towards the community points goal. No, it does not. It just makes me sing for 2 minutes straight. Unless you also redeem Irish at the beginning of it. If you redeem Irish at the beginning of it, I will sing a song in Irish. Ein, do, three, car, quick, she shocked. Ox. Lynn, thanks for contributing 12k to the thing. I appreciate that. And sing mode is over. The Irish singing combo. Yeah, I'm glad I came up with that idea. It's a fun one. I finally secured leftover ham and potatoes. Ooh, leftover ham sounds amazing. I love me some leftover ham. Okay, how are we feeling about the shape? I think that is good. Let's get some deep slate in and about it though, because there's not a lot right now. Leftover is best part of holidays. Oh, that's true. Yeah, I suppose well, we didn't have that this year because we decided to go out for dinner. Though I'm very glad we did because we had an absolutely lovely time at the restaurant we went to yesterday. And also it was a little bit less stress about having to figure out, okay, well, who's cooking dinner this year, and it was just a nice time to just go out, and we went to a really nice restaurant, so it was good. I'll have to go back there again sometime. Okay. Not going to do too much. I don't think I'm going to do too much of this stuff on this one. Just bits and pieces here. I think I'll get a bit more. Maybe we go big enough that we can put a little water in this one. What if we did a waterfall? Does this one go over the void? It does. Oh, we could put a little waterfall on this one. Okay, that means mud. And I need to get a bucket of water or two. Lynn, GG's on the 90 stream streak. Enjoy those extra channel points. Spend them wisely. Just being able to take home leftovers. Okay, so water buckets. Here we go. Okay, buckets. Buckets. I've used a lot of the buckets already, so they're probably all downstairs, aren't they? I should have some spare iron. Oh, 2 iron there. Come on. Any spare buckets in here? No. Come on. What about the workbox? The workbox doesn't even have buckets. The workbox needs to be organized. Here, let's go down and see if there's spare buckets down here. Nope, nope, and... Ah, bucket! Oh, I need to get a bottle as well. Do you have a spare bottle in here? Aha! Fabuloso. I do math for metric conversions. I just despise the fact that, I actually, no, I don't despise it, but it's a genuine pet hate that the US has not bothered converting to metric yet. Like, I just do not get it. Why does the US still use, for want of a better term, because there isn't a great term, freedom units? Because it's not the imperial system. People like to think, oh, it's the imperial system. No, 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 no. The imperial system is what is available in the UK. But most people in the UK are familiar with the metric system. Yes, you still have miles per hour and miles and stuff like that available to be used, like when you're traveling across the country. But no one's not familiar. Everyone's familiar with kilometers. Metric is simple. It's everything is divisible by 10. You've got 10 centimeters. You got 100. What was it? So it's 10 centimeters in a decimeter, 10 decimeters in a meter. You don't really use decimeters. So you use centimeters to meters. So 100 centimeters in a meter. A lot of the time we go meter, then kilometer. So a kilometer, it translates to a 1,000. And that's why it's the problem. If you want to, you can use a cent. What was it? There's a word for like for 100 meters. As the temperature is all I can think of. Celsius is okay. Celsius, Celsius versus Fahrenheit, I can get that one, because like that one does kind of make sense to some extent. Because like Fahrenheit is kind of like a feeling. More of a feeling kind of temperature, whereas Celsius is very methodical. So yeah, I can get the difference between people keeping Fahrenheit, but the measurements like with kilograms, liters, and like distance, I don't see any reason for using miles or inches or whatever. It just does not make sense to me. Why you have to have... I don't even know how many inches there are in a mile, or how many yards are in a mile or whatever, because like it just does not compute to me as like, why would you choose a number that goes into a mile? It's like, okay, this is a certain amount of yards in a mile or whatever it is. And it's like, or you could just do it of a multiple of 10, and everything is multiples of 10. It's so simple. It's all arbitration. Exactly. That's the real kicker of it all, is that that method is all arbitrary. It's just like, it's, yeah. Okay, we're gonna do water coming out over here is the plan. So, let's spread our mycelium over here. And bits and pieces of it are going to be muddy. Okay. Do a bit of mud there and a bit of mud there. I place water down over here. And then we just grab this and mud, glorious mud. And little bits of mud up here as well. Yes. Send it down to the void. I love it. Why does everyone historical art website that I look at just list height and not the width in the dimensions section? Why? I have no idea. Maybe you should... I'm sure there's probably some professional art people who would know why. Okay, and then we still have room for an actual shroom as well. So this is a good sized island. Fabulous. So let us retrieve our scaffolding. Shrimp mushrooms. References with sources where I can. Oh, look, it's an alien. Okay, there's another island. So, I think we just work our way up. So, next island is out the... Is that big enough? It's not the biggest one, but we can do a bigger shroom on it, I think. Okay. I think if we go... Let's see which is the next one to... that gets disabled. Aha! Okay. So, if we go for this one, that'd be a good logical one to go for. I think easiest way to get over here is... If we do bridge over there... I would do that, but this is for my art history class and I need full dimensions of the sculpture and I don't have the means to get a museum that's holding it. To a museum that's holding it. That is... that's frustrating that it's not particularly helpful in how they're sharing their information. Could you... No, it's not always the easiest thing to do, but like could you ask... Could you send them an... Is there like a contact option? To make contact with those who have the sculpture and they could send you the dimensions. Does it have height and ratio though? Because like if it's got the ratio of like if you know not ratio, yeah, it is ratio, isn't it? So if it has the dimension, if it has the height and then like kind of the dimensions of like saying, oh, this is like 1 to 5 or 1 to 6 or something like that, then you could use that to math the size of it. You know, it's annoying, but it is technically information that could be useful. Okay. How big do we go with this one? Do we go a small island here or a big one? I think that's a small one. Yeah, we'll do a small one there. Because then that won't off-balance that one. So we'll do a small one here. Just as the height of the sculpture and nothing else. That is frustrating. That is very frustrating. I suppose they're kind of assuming that you could have a look at the structure and say, okay, well, we know that the height is the biggest dimension, and then you know that the rest of the sculpture is going to be on the width, like the y-axis is going to be clear, but then the x and z axis are probably smaller than the y-axis. Hey, we're using Minecraft terminology, the terminology that I'm... Another way of looking at it. Yeah, that has to be a small one, and then we could probably do maybe a big one over here. Oh, I'm low on basalt. Okay, I got to go some more. Good. But this is a small one, so small ones are just about 2 or 3 high. Okay. I think I will lean it in this way a little bit. Let's do a stair facing this way. And grab a bit of you. Yeah, we'll go to about 3 blocks. It's plenty. Teeny tiny island. Yeah, small one there because it's gonna have the shroom is still gonna take up quite a bit of space. Oh, if you have a website that has all of it, I just need to do a conversion from centimeters to inches. Well, that's the great thing about the internet is that it could easily do a conversion of centimeters to inches for you. Barely have to think about it. Okay, let me just double check that this is all in mushroom fields. It is, because we are getting quite close to some of the borders here. Lapis, what are we doing? We are building little mini islands. So let me just take a wee step back here. And what you'll notice is that in the air here, we've got a whole bunch of mini islands with mushrooms on them. So we've filled out all the islands that I had built up to now with mushrooms, and now I am starting on the rest of these these islands back here. So I use a mod called MiniHUD, and MiniHUD allows me to I could just place shapes like this. So it's a very cool little mod, and you can configure where it's located and stuff like that, and choose how big it is, the circles and stuff. And you can make different shapes. It's just client side, but it's a very handy little way to kind of like say, okay, this is where this island is going to go. This is where this island is going to go. So it's not quite the same as Litematica. I do use Litematica as well, but I tend to reserve Litematica for like bigger builds that require a lot more planning. But actually, like in the last thing I Litematica'd would have been the temple. Sorry, the chapel. So I did Litematica this one over, this build. But like, I did plan to do some, my more recent work, which was down here in Wonderland. I did try doing a little bit of work on Litematica with this, but in the end, I pretty much free-handed everything I've done down here so far. Okay, yeah, the trees grew themselves, but like there was a little bit of work done there. So I've taken a little bit of a break to work on the islands up here. So I've taken a we got dudes here. Hi. It seems I need to sleep. But yeah, I do need to work on the lava lakes themselves, because I do want to decorate them. So the lava lakes need to be finished and decorated. But yeah, that's a project which I might do a bit of creative work on that. I'm not sure. I want to really make the lava lakes look really good. So I've been trying to get better freehand. I definitely rely on creative building a bit too much. I'm a bit of a mix when it comes to creative building versus freehanding. I've gotten a lot more comfortable with organics. Not the best at organics, but I've been getting more comfortable with it, especially this season. Just like going for it. But yeah. So yeah, this all needs to be decorated. I'm going to focus in on this as well while doing those. We also need to complete the bridge over to Mangrove as well. So we've got quite a few little projects to finish up in the Nether Kingdom. And currently Fool is working on the Vine Forest. But if it's still being worked on when I get the rest of these projects done, I will absolutely lend a hand to finishing off the forest there. I've already got a terraform, but switching to Skyblock made me very aware of every small detail on my builds. It's a different. It really does kind of like change how things work in detail and stuff. So yeah, Skyblock does have a tendency to do those change kind of like your perspective on those things, because like you have to build not just the front of the build, So you build the front of the build. You then have to build the back of the build. And then you also have to build the top and the underneath of the build. Like, you have to build all the sides. You don't get away with just like plonking a build down on some ground. You need to build the terrain, the land, the ground. The build is on. So yeah, Skyblock is a game mode that teaches you to build everything. I remember seeing, I watched a Smallish Beans' perspective of, or some of Smallish, I think I did watch all of Smallish Beans' perspective. Yeah, I watched all Smallish Beans' perspective of Empire Season 2. And Empire Season 2, he decided to build his main base up in the sky. And one of the things he said is like, it was a nightmare because he had to think about all sides of the build. And it's like at that stage, I don't think I was really playing a huge amount of Minecraft. So I wasn't really playing Skyblock that much at that stage, but it's something that has definitely, I have remembered as a Skyblocker. I've been aware of. Okay, I think, yeah, that's okay. We can make this work. So yeah, it is definitely something to be aware of. Okay, this is going to be a funky one because Astratos, that's what it's called, wasn't it? Yeah. This is a fun one because I just noticed the biome we're in. We're in a river biome, which is aka a biome where mobs can spawn. Ooh, freaky. Okay, I think this... Oh, actually, yeah, we can do a freaky island, which has got a double bottom instead of a single. Yes, let me go a little bit higher here. Do 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 do. Dum bum bum. I see you there. Hungry Void, thanks for contributing 1,770 to the thing. I appreciate that. Yes, I did say bottom. What you call like the bottom of an island? Come on. Footy. Hilarious. Thanks for the lurk, Void, Hungry Void. Appreciate that. Okay, I think we're good to call this island shaped. Okay, it's a little bit clunky. I think this will be a little bit different, but we're going different. Underside. Lads. It's perfectly okay to use the word bottom. If someone's sensitive about that, next thing you'll be giving out to me for using the word top. Oh, I need to get a light on here or I will have a creeper. Just a temporary light because it will be lit up by the shroom. I only remember the name because it's so similar to Stratosphere. It is a great name. Empire Season 2. It was fine. I did watch a couple of perspectives of Empire Season 1 as well. Like, I think Oh, that's what you say. Okay. That's fair. Like Empires. I remember, like, I've watched a few perspectives of Empires. I think I watched Pixel Riffs live when it was coming out, like season 2, not season 1. Um, I think that's what got me kind of curious about Empires was Pixel Riffs, because like because I found pics through the Hermitcraft recap. But yeah, thoughts on it? What anyone else here like any other people here have watched Empire's SMP? Um, just curious what people's thoughts are. Maybe it's just because like it's been a little while since I've watched it that like I did enjoy the Minecraft SOS season because like Minecraft SOS was in some ways a next season of Empires. There's a lot of people who were involved in Empires were on SOS. I love Pix, such a nice vibe. I love Pix. I will occasionally just like chill and lurk in his streams. So yeah, Pixel Riffs is really just like my vibes as a creator. Yeah, I watched several perspectives of Empires when it came out, mostly Pix and Scott. I think I've watched all of Scott's. I think I went back and watched Pearls when I had a bit of time to like this. A lot of Empires I have not watched live. I watched False's when hers went live. I was very curious to see how she did. False interested me because False did during the Hermitcraft crossover. She genuinely did work on a story which looked to connect the two worlds together, like she had the two different Falses, as opposed to Gem, who was just like, yeah, I'm the same person. I just like go into lore mode when I'm on Empires compared to when I'm on Hermitcraft. I'm in a different type of lore mode. I'm in build lore mode. Whereas in Empires, she was more of a character, but she acknowledged that she was like, yeah, both existed. Whereas False decided to take the approach of like, hang on, let's try this where we've got two different Falses. And that could have gone really interestingly. That was a very interesting one. She did do a bit of cross series lore, yeah. Did she have a friendly companion cube? Because that'd be amazing. Maybe I should do a Portal season. Oh, no, that'd be tricky. I don't know. I do write down some ideas sometimes for future projects. Okay, so let's see. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think 5 left. Yeah, we've got 5 left. Should be able to get the 5 done before the end of the stream. Multiverses are always tricky. They absolutely are. Like, there's a reason why I have created a very straightforward lore for my character for content, is that it's always the same guy behind the visor or behind the mask. It's always the same guy, but the mask and the visor can change the perception. So it's always the same guy. It just like that's just the rule. So Nathra is always the same person, but he is changed. So he could have access. Sometimes he's got access to all his memories. Sometimes he doesn't have access to some of them, or doesn't have access to many of them. So yeah, like right now we're fairly light on lore stuff going because like I have not because I'm busy with work and stuff. So Anathra at this moment in time is pretty much lore is not really much in lore mode at the moment. Because at the moment, his focus right now is building and working on projects in the Nether Kingdom and trying to get as many of them to completion as possible. Because there's a lot of work to do. So like that's currently where Nathra lies right now. So Nathra is currently not necessarily focused on lore mode. He's focused on getting builds done. Okay, this is the one. Yes, fabulous. So yeah, if you're kind of wondering where Nathra is right now, that's where he is. Portal season is just you and Trog causing chaos. I think a portal thing would have to be not SBK. I think a portal thing would have to be a modded series of some kind. There's a fine balance between lore and not making it inaccessible to new viewers. Exactly. And like the nice thing is that I can introduce chaos as many times as I want. Like it's a fairly he's sometimes, and the only time I need to introduce him is when I am doing something silly, like something crazy lore related. Oh, actually, I haven't decided how big this particular one is going to be. So that one is actually behind here. So, I think this one's got potential to be a bit bigger. Maybe if we lower it down a little bit more. Just like that. Yeah, actually it's fine. You slip fall out of your achievements world into a new world of portals and keep getting lost. Yeah, poor Slippy's had some tech issues with his recordings. So I'm posting about that there yesterday. The slipshot is, I think, let me double check what he said actually, just in case anyone's been wondering where the next video for the museum world is gone. So it was he hasn't had much time to stream and work because he's just been so busy. Still working on it. There's a great setback. Okay, the computer issues and lost a bunch of progress on the episode itself. Okay, yeah. So it looks like Slip had some technical issues with the editing. Still has all the footage, but just unfortunately it has slowed down progress on the editing. And yeah. It happens. It happens to us all. Like, hopefully it will get sorted. Tech issues plus life are a bad combo. Absolutely. It is tough stuff to deal with. So got 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the 4th layer. Da ba da bum 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 ba da da do. Da 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 do. I think we go. I think that's actually enough. We don't think we need to go any higher. I can do a couple of stairs and stuff here, there. And a couple of you guys in. Variation. And then we put down the dirt. Create a building with lore for a server is hard. Like a create a building server? Possibly? It could be. Just want to check something. Ba 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 da da. Oh, I've been sleeping funny recently, I think, and it's been hitting my neck. Oh yeah, there's some Minecraft sponsored streams. I should do that sometime soon. I think you can do that. I'll do that maybe later. Actually, what date does that get done by? Just double check. Is that still is that available until the 14th of April? So that is next Tuesday week. Okay, yeah, I could do it maybe Friday or Saturday. Okay. I think we've done with this island. It's all mushroom fields, so we're safe. Oh, that's pretty close to this thing here. Okay, that's handy. We can just build straight up here. I'm working on what I want my base to look like for LP server in creative so I can make a schematic of it to know. Ah, okay, yeah. Stream Sona lore into the build. Ah, okay, so you're trying to build lore into the build from your character that you have. Yeah, I don't I'm trying to think of advice for that. I think you have to look at like, what is your character looking for? Or what would your character... Sometimes it's just like you start building the build and then the lore kind of tells itself. Like you can just find a way to connect the character to what you have built and then vice versa. And then the two things start informing each other and how things work. Like, that's how... Like I went the piano, like the whole, I think the music connection this season is like, that's been lightly part of my lore is music. So the shroom here grew due to it needing to be connected to the Nether hub. So we had to get the Nether portals lit first. And that needed to be connected, and then music happened, which allowed this to grow. Oh. Then other things in the server again needed power of the music to make them work. So like that's why I got the piano going, but the piano wasn't powerful enough, so that's why we got the organ going in the chapel. So yeah, there's a bunch of like, that's kind of like where it's kind of gone with my lore, I think, this season. Oh, itchy nose, itchy nose. Okay, I think I need to go get some more blocks. Yes, I do. Okay, let's go grab some of those blocks I've been cooking. Literally. Aha, I see an Elfie. Okay, where is... It's over here, isn't it? Praise fee. I'm just gonna... Anytime someone says praise the mass, I'm saying praise fee, because fish deserve it. Fish are the kings of this server. Miss Mori, good to see you. We are building islands and missing our scaffolding. Praise fee. Actually, you know, Meg is streaming right now. I wonder how he'd react if a whole bunch of people went over to his stream right now and just said praise fee. Come on, land on the thing. I am not great at flying, am I? Slowly, slowly. There we go. We did the thing. Miss Mori, thanks for contributing 21,790 to the thing. We've broken 700k. Yes. Did that pop up as a notification? Because it didn't pop up as a notification for me. But we are now at 93% of the way there. It's if you said anything to message, I missed it to ads. Oh, come on. Oh yeah, if you want to message, if you just want to go tease, are we in ads right now? No, the ads should be finished by now. Or it should be anyway. But yeah, if anyone wants to go do the thing, feel free to tell Alfie, tell Mig praise fee. Changing your raid message for the bit would be hilarious. Hey, if we raid into Alfie, into Mig, we're definitely doing that. Praise fee. Okay, let's see. How big do I want to make this particular island here? So this one is, I think this one is could be a fairly medium-sized one. Cryptid, thanks for contributing 18,912 to the thing. Back to 0 channel points. Thank you very much. It's really much appreciated. Oh, Alfie just says praise. Yes, I win. I'm just gonna say take that as a win. Okay, let's go with big or small. I think we'll probably end up doing a small one here, so let's go for a bigger one here. It's a little bit further down anyway. Time to remove this particular one though. There we go. Remove you. Hi. I'm gonna keep this one fairly circular. Or, yeah, circular, sure. You know what I mean. It won't be a... Oh, that's the wrong level. Okay. It's fine. We can go... This is no longer going to be circular. I embrace the mistakes and make them work for me. It's no longer circular. It's frumpy. I was saving up for naming a frog, but the chaos of the 24-hour stream is more important. I think you'll be able to get the frog channel point, the channel points for naming a frog. We don't actually have any frogs in my kingdom, do we? Yeah, that's something. If you want to name a frog, that's a good incentive for me to make another little island for frogs to live on. So yeah, Lumpy is better anyways. Yes. Let's get some of this in here. Miss Mori's on a 7 stream streak. GG's, Miss Mori. Thank you. Enjoy the extra pennies. Spend them wisely. Well, there goes Mig. Maybe the praise fee scared him away. He's like, no, not the fee. Da, 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 da. Yeah, that's very frumpy. Welcome back. You said exactly the same thing as last time I mentioned wanting a frog. No. That was the first time I said it. That's the very first time I said it. You're just experiencing like a bit of deja vu, yeah? That must be it. Yeah, I don't say the same thing again and again and again. Oh, jeez, yeah. I'm realizing stairs make the weirdest optical illusions if you have a block behind them and you look at them sideways. True. Can, yeah. Guys, would I ever gaslight? If I did, I'd do it very badly because I'm not very good at it. You guys have watched me play Among Us. You know my experience, my ability to do the thing. Okay. So just 3 left. So let's get these done. I'd be thrilled if we get all these done today. Be amazing progress. You have watched me play Among Us, and you know how bad I am at it. I think Alfie just sent a notification for going live, and forgot to update it because he's currently on SBK, not on the viewer server. But you know what? Nobody's perfect. Okay, I want this one, a small one. Countess Cookie, thanks for contributing 26k to the thing. Yes, mini one here. You know, everyone's going to be able to go around and have a look at all these and think, oh, we see where he did the big first couple and then he got lazy with the rest. That's just like, that's going to be like, oh, right. These ones were done later because he was like, oh, I'm just going to whip these up and not put a huge amount of detail into them and just like kind of wing it. Like, you'll be able to tell that that one over there is like one of the first ones I ever built because it's like, oh, the detail, it looks pretty. He's put effort and time into it. And then the rest are like, oh, right, well, he just threw that one together without really thinking about it. Which is fine. Doesn't have to be perfect, just has to be doable. Well, let me remove you. That one's removed. That was the first one I located. Okay. So, yeah, that's there. Surprise building stream in SBK. Oh, actually, I wonder what he's building. The other thing I need to do with Alfie is we were talking about doing a joint stream on this. It's just like finding a time to actually do it. Has been tough. Because he's got so many he's like me. He's got tons of build projects to do. So we're both kind of like trying to get a lot of stuff done. Whoopsie daisies. Also, I forgot to check and see, is this inside Mushroom Fields or not? Ah, this is Plains. Okay, let me just put down a temporary light. Zen, how are you doing? Thanks for contributing 4k to the thing. True. If I have time, I might go back in and do some more detail. Though I actually do know myself, and I probably won't. I'll be like, that's fine. The thing I actually want to go back in detail is I want to do another pass of I want to put a bit of detail into the bridges here. So here, let me show you what I want to do. So did you see the texturing that Fool did with this part of the stump, particularly around here? So what I want to do is I want to take some of that texture and bring it into the bridge over here. The bridges, actually. Yeah. So I just want to bring a little bit of texture in here and the same over here as well. So that's my plan there, is to have a look and see how he textured it here. So he used a bit of skulk, he used a bit of prismarine, and I'm not going to use the stem, but I would like to use maybe a bit of the prismarine the skulk and the terracotta blocks. Oh, there's a bit of wool in there as well. Wool would be a good one too. So just add a little bit of texture in, not a huge amount, and do that as well with the red stuff as well. So I think that'll just like, I think that'll just make it look a little bit nicer. Than just like the plain red or the plain cyan. And then I can use, if I can get that done, I can use that texturing technique as part of the bridge work over here. Countess Cookie GG's on the 45 stream streak. Enjoy your extra pennies. Spend them wisely. So yeah, I think that'll work well. Yeah, let me get this the leftover moss here. Waste not, want not. That is a good phrase, isn't it? It's good words to live by on Skyblock, considering the amount of resources you have to create. Okay, all of them. Okay. Back up we go. And I think it's literally just 2 islands left that I have planned out. Okay, I think I need to approach you from this one here. And for safety, we're just going to sleep away because I'm pretty sure that island back there is in a spawnable biome and I do not want to build a bridge and have creepers spawn on it. So, yep, because we're in a river right now. And straight up. Okay, definitely a big one back here. Actually, this one could be the circular one if I don't make a mistake. Okay, so that's 3 layers. I want to go up 1 more. 2 more, actually. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and then actually let me just get rid of this one here. Okay, that's 4, and we're gonna go 1 more higher, and let's do a bit of deep slate here. It's good. It's big. Is making shapes. Is good shapes. I am making silly sounds right now, but I do not care. It is what it is. How awful does that look? You know, it looks like a small version of that. That's perfectly fine. Ain't those 3 car quick. Yeah, that's as high up as I can go. According to my rules and your regulations. Actually, what we can do, though, is we can make a little rock bit on the back here. And go like that. We made a rock. I have been working I've been rehearsing all day. My brain is great right now. Yes, I make complete sense. So we all getting streaks? Yes, people getting streaks right now. They be streaking. Streaking well today. And ba-da-ba-bum-bum. Slapshot! Hi! 24k to the thing. Thank you so much. I've nearly finished all the planned islands. Or at least all the bases of all the planned islands. I've got one more to place back here. And then I need to make more. Didn't know we were back on Monday. I know. It's a once-off for this week. Well, no, actually, it's not a once-off. It means so because I am. Here, let me explain. So, it was a bank holiday Monday today, and usually we rehearse the what you call it, the musical society will rehearse on a Sunday, but because yesterday was Easter Sunday, no one was going to be doing rehearsals on Easter Sunday. So we moved our Sunday rehearsal to Monday since we knew everyone was going to be off work. So we did all day rehearsal today, which meant I was off in the evening for because there was no way we were going to be doing from 10 till 10, which was a little nuts. So yep, so we did 10 till 6 instead, which is a bit more sensible for rehearsal day. So we did rehearsal this afternoon and this morning, and that way I'm free this evening to stream. Yep, so this week is basically a normal week of streaming because I got Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday. However, next week, no streams. Because show is starting next Tuesday and we're into theater on Sunday for tech and everything. So, and then Monday, of course, we'll have dress rehearsal and things. So, yeah. So I will not have any streams next week, guys. And then once the show is over, then I'm back to my normal schedule of the usual Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday. At least until whatever we're doing about TwitchCon. Let me just make sure that this is all lit up properly. Yes. Yeah, show is going fine. We're making good progress. We should be in a good place for our show next week. Also, good to see your message in your Discord there yesterday. Was it today? I think it was today. So, I know we've been meaning to chat ourselves, but just like, you know, life, busy. Clashing of weird times zones stuff. And everything. Okay, well, those have all been sacrificed to the void. Right, let's see about getting this last island in. Then we just need to put shrooms on top of them, which I think we'll have time to do this stream. Scheduling is hard, even the same time zone, let alone different ones. Oh, tell me about it. Hey, look, I am used to scheduling being a pain because I work unusual hours compared to most people. Most people work 9 to 5. I work... That's a good way to describe it. A lot of the time I will do, because I work with groups that are essentially like hobby stuff. My work hours are often while other people are having their fun times in the evening, going out to their society stuff or their choir stuff or yeah. So because of that, my work hours are while everyone else is having their fun time. So work 7 to 4. 7 to 4 is a bit more reasonable than it's a bit more it's like it's you know, the correct hours, I suppose. Doesn't help that you're mostly nocturnal either. You're such a cat slipshod. I start my new D&D campaign tomorrow. Oh, that's exciting. I hope I might be able to tune in, hopefully. Okay, how big do we go with this one? I think we just go... Yeah, I think we go reasonably... We go kind of like same size as the previous one, I think. Oh yeah, looking forward to seeing how you get on with that. This is it. The last one is removed. I have got all the shrooms that I have originally planned placed in now. See, my issue is I work mornings 2 days a week, but my body likes nights. It's a real conundrum managing those things. How you making work for the way that you like to sleep and stuff like that. I think we'll just go this layer here. And a bit of this here and there. Oh, thank you for the schnoozles. Whoever did the snoozing there. I love it. Schnoozles. That could be a new word for it. Let's just throw this down. We'll use the gravelly dirt and... Shit, if I just do that, that should fix it. See, my issue... Yeah. Okay, I think... that is good. Okay, now we just need to shroom them all. And I've got about 30 minutes to do that, so we might get that finished very quickly. Okay, first of all, let's get rid of our... Let's clear inventory and make sure that it is now functioning for the shroomification. So, dirt goes away. Moss goes away. Deep slate goes away. Basalt goes in here. And we bring out our mushroom stem. We'll bring out some of this stuff. I need to get some more brown mushrooms in as well. Warped wort, crimson wort. Every single one of these islands must have a firefly bush. We've been using the green. The grass looks really, really good in this biome, so I'm going to keep the grass on hand. And then we tend to do a lot of glowberries as well. Let's have some of you handy as well, just in case. And do you know what? Some mushrooms. Okay. All right, let's see. How many of these islands do I have left to do? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Think I got them all? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I think it's 8 islands left to do. Okay. And I have quite a few of these flat mushrooms now, so I need to get some more of the round mushrooms in as well. I think over here we go for, let's go for this one here. So we'll go for this one first. And this one I think I'm going to go with round. And yeah, round. Short. 1, 2. Short. Which actually makes, this is a very easy island to kind of like, because like this has got very limited amount of stuff it can actually take. We'll do grass as well. Did I bring any bone meal? I did not bring bone meal. Oh, I also wanted to replenish my rockets. Quickly grab some more rockets. Bone meal. Bone meal me. Oh, I'm gonna have to land on top of you. I'm gonna die. Yes! Score! Okay, make you bigger. Don't forget berry bushes are good pop of color sometimes. Oh, do I have it? I don't know if I've got any berry bushes to... Did you guys see if I had any berry bushes? Thank you. Because I may or may not have berry bushes. I just learned my guest room is completely Wi-Fi dead zone. Oof. Yeah. Knowing where the dead zones are in the house for internet. Kind of important, I suppose. But yeah, it could be. Oh, actually, I might just do... Oh, that's cute. Okay, it doesn't actually need anything else. That's cute. That's a cute little shroom. I loves it. I get a few more of these out. Okay, let's see, what next? Let's go to this one next. So I think this one should be a bigger one. I have my bottle of water. I'm gonna do mud there. It's just gonna annoy me otherwise. It looks... can I place you? I can place you on mud. Fantastic. Stem. Think. Yeah, let's put you right over here. 1, 2, 3. Okay, we are looking to get some more brown mushroom. Okay, well, inevitably we're going to need this anyway. So let's build this cap. Yeah, that's it would be in the chests that one of the chests I looked in would definitely have it if it was an option. Okay, let's go here and grow this room down. Actually, I really dig that style of shroom. I think I'm gonna just stick with that. That'll be good. And then we could do some glowberries. Just kind of go nuts on them. Shears, I put them away, didn't I? Do. Okay. Shear. And a bit of bone meal to bring a bit of berryness into the thing. Cool. Okay. A little bit of that crazy green. But quite a bit of the red. Savings. Nice. I literally looked over at chat when you typed that, so how are you doing? Laboom. I know, great timing on my part, looking directly at chat when that happens. Sorry. You tried. You did well, though. Okay. That is looking pretty cute. Let's do this island, because I believe that the tiny islands are going to be easy. It startled... Look, there you go. It startled chat. So some people in chat were startled. So at least it was partially successful. Now let's see. So this has to be a small shroom. And so needs to have a firefly bush. And we'll go... Okay, what shroom color do we go with here? Got a brown one down there, a red one over here. So this one's likely to be seen going in here. I'll be using terracotta or concrete to make it like yellow or something. I'm actually happy to have just like the basic colors of the shrooms. like the 4 colors that we have. And now we've got multiple shapes to play with. So, yeah, I think I'm just happy to kind of like stick with the shrooms that we have, because like it definitely feels like it's all more part of the same forest. The only variation we have in trees are the ones where we got trees representing different kingdoms. It is a nice idea. I think if I go, I might use some of those ideas for shrooms inside of Wonderland, because I want to make there a little bit more variety maybe down there, around the lava lakes. But over here, I don't want to draw attention to the little shroom islands, because they're really supposed to be kind of like, ooh, these are all like the baby shrooms and the baby little islands that could grow up into the big one back there. That's a little bit of kind of like the idea behind it. Oh, that's so good though. Look at all those. The shrooms are looking great. Okay. Let's do. I think we'll go with. If we do a crimson one back there, we could do we'll do a warped one here. Okay, that's how we'll do it. So warped here, and then crimson back there. Okay. Yep, that's enough. And I'm just going to throw down. Let's put down a shroom. Let's put down a red shroom there. Yeah, baby shroom, big shroom. And then what I'm going to do is just the opposite on the island behind. So we're going to go for a crimson shroom back here. So crimson shroom, that has to be a firefly bush. And then you here. Oh, I'm very glad that I found that new way of doing it. This style, I love the single layer style of mushroom. It's very pretty. Yeah, that's a good call. So you got the light one and then the darker, the crimson one at the back. Okay. Right, now this, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 bigger islands to finish. So let's go over to this one first, when I can actually not fall and just actually land on it. Aha. Okay, now this is going to have a bigger shroom in it. Okay, I think we go for... I might just connect it to the red shrooms up there. Because we've got a brown one there. We do a brown one here. It's not, it's just kind of like to say, hey, look, we've got a red shroom here, and we've got a couple of red shrooms up here. So like it kind of like shows that there's, it's not exactly necessarily a connection. Oh, actually, is this big enough to house 2? This could be big enough to house 2. Okay. And 3. Let's see if I can fit 2 of these mushrooms here. think I can. The only island I think I probably would have 2 mushrooms on. Okay, not on... Oh, there. Can I move you back? Yes, I can. Don't want them the same. 1, 2, 3. Oh, actually, let's make this higher. No, mistakes were made. Okay, it should be fixed now. I think I need to go get some more blocks, though. Yes, I do. Yeah, the joys of building with red mushroom with mushroom block is that it can affect how the rest of the mushroom block looks. So when you're working with it, you have to just be aware that every block you place is affected. Okay, you there. It is a bit delicate. Mushrooms be delicate, but you get a really, really cool look from if you use it. It is a nice block, like the sides of mushrooms. But we're not looking for that here. We're looking for the main color of the block. Yeah, we'll keep the one on this side short, but we can make this one longer. How is that looking? Oh, actually, that's cool. That's kind of like, you can see perspective, because like this one looks shorter than this one. A lot shorter than this one. Okay, cool. We've got our little double, we got our twin island. This is where they're twinning. Let's go a little bit of ham with the nether roots instead in this one. The warped ones. I think. And I think that's all I need. Maybe a couple of baby shrooms. Magical. I do like the double shroom. Yee. Yes, improvisation. Okay. 2 more islands to do before the industry. 3 more islands to do, excuse me. I I forgot about the one back there. Okay, so 3 more islands to do. Let's get them done. Okay. So I think I said I wanted to do this as a brown one. And considering there is no warped one in this little area here. Okay, we'll do a brown one there and a warped one there. Two, 3, and 4. And I'm going to go with my favorite shape of mushroom this time. This particular shape, I kind of wish that the mushrooms would naturally generate in this formula. I feel like red mushrooms And the way red mushrooms and brown mushrooms generate, right, they're nice, but this is like halfway between the two shapes. And I feel like this is the best out of them all. Okay, place you there, and used a lot of, let's use grass. So tall grass, bone block stuff. Actually, we could go really tall grass island instead of short grass island. Let's go crazy with the greenery. How crazy does this look? It's just all tall grass. That's fine. Okay, let's make sure we get some more spare grass, though. I feel like we're doing a good job of trying to make the islands all unique, which is the main goal. They don't have to be crazy detailed, but like a little bit of uniqueness to each one is probably going to make it look better in general. Okay, that should be enough. Okay. And now I need to make a warped one over there. No, I didn't quite make it. Do I have any pitcher plants? Oh, I wonder if I could buy some. All right, let's go shopping. Because I'm pretty sure Duvid's set up a shop for sniffer stuff. Do I scrape them? They're definitely waxed, yes? Yeah, they're waxed. Cost. Flowers are each 32 logs for 32. Oh, that's grand. Okay, grand. That's where's your ender chest? David, you need a bank. ATM. Let's put the ATM. You're not just gonna leave it where it is. We're gonna buy a stack of each. Because we can. By a stack I mean 32 of each. Oh, no. I need to just leave that there for him to... That's my bad review. It's like, here, I'm just going to throw an ender chest down in the middle of your shop. Enjoy. Oh, I am liking all those little islands. Okay, and we need to do Endo 3. I've been tabbed while drawing. Thank you. Well, Well, not necessarily thank you for the tab while drawing, but I appreciate you lurking. Okay, and then we do this bigger one, I think. Do we have any flat ones over here? Proper flat ones? No proper flat ones. Okay, we're gonna do a proper flat, big flat one here. Okay, of course this means we can add in maybe some vines underneath. Oh, we could do weeping vines. I don't have the weeping vines there, don't I? Let me grab some weeping vines. Now, the time streams are pleasant noise for me to listen to while I do something else. Absolutely. That's what I do. That's when I get a chance to listen to streams, that's generally what I'm doing. It's just like I will have the stream on in the background and I'll be doing something else. So that is how I often watch stream. I went down the right side. I did go to that correct side. Yeah, so that's often what I do in streams as well. That's kind of like what I feel like streams are for. Honestly, like I think like if you're a lot of the time if you're listening to stream stuff, it's gonna be. Let's just cut you back a wee little bit. I feel like against a pitcher plant might be a bit not quite the color for here. Oh, I also need to put down my firefly bush. Mandatory. Oh, actually, just a couple of torch flowers. I think that's enough. And then we can use pitcher plants on the next one. Okay, last island, I think. I've got 3 minutes. Okay. And 3. I think we go for. Let's go brown because then we can connect it with to make it feel like it's connected to that mushroom there. The other side of the island. I need more brown mushroom though. While picking out as things happen, but most of my comfort streams are just people with cam voices to vibe to. Yep, generally that's kind of my vibe as well. I tend to listen to those kind of streams because it's just like ain't got time for like I don't mind like the high energy streams. They're fine. But the thing is, I generally am if I'm on Twitch, listening to Twitch, I'm generally doing something else as well. So when I'm listening to streams, I kind of don't want the crazy distractions, like if where lots of stuff is happening. It's exciting like when stuff happens, but like it's also hard to kind of keep up with everything when you're on your like if I'm kind of like engaging with stuff generally it's that's more huge video stuff. If I wanted to do that. Okay, let's snip all you guys. Bone meal, a little bit of you and you. Yeah, that kind of looks connected to that one there. And let's try the pitcher pods. So, firefly bush. I think we need to use picture pods in other places as well. Glad we got some now. Okay. I think we did it. Let's do a quick shaders look. Let's come from over here. Oh, look at all those islands. Okay. Yeah, you can kind of see how like some of the stuff is like, oh, that's a bit samey, but then there's a bit of variation. So maybe I might come back in the future and do a little bit of a change of like these 4 islands in the front. Not thrilled about. But like these back here, that's good. You barely see this one here. Like that one's just so subtle. But it helps fill things out. And if you're coming in from the Mangrove Kingdom, oh, that's good. Look at all those islands. Okay, I need to find a way to make sure that I preserve some of that view coming in from Mangrove Kingdom. I did have ideas for this bridge that were a bit more going to impact view a bit more, make it harder to see things, but I think I might make it more open top. Actually, that's a lovely view. Can really see all the islands there. Hang on a second. Where? I can't see Elfie's second continent. Is that out of render distance? Sorry, third. How many continents does he have now? 4th, 5th, 10th? Here, let's sleep. I just want to double check. Maybe it just hasn't rendered in properly. Ah, here it is.
Gotcha. I thought I was lagging at first.
Yeah. Oh, actually, I did manage to sneak onto him. Good.
I was like, no move. Why no move?
Yeah, I was actually looking at, so I was just admiring all the work I've just finished in my kingdom, and then I was looking over at your kingdom and I was realizing, hang on a second, there's a continent missing. It wasn't rendering in. So
yep, I had to go fix that.
I had to fix it. Like, I can't look over at your kingdom and not see the I gotta say 4th continent.
Yeah, something like that.
Close enough.
Yeah, it depends on if you're just counting the ones in my kingdom or not.
Yeah. Oh well, yeah. I don't know if I'm even
life
right.
One and the mass.
Extra life one, I will definitely count as a proper continent. So that's like this one here is then the 5th. No, well, I don't know if I can count the 6th. The mass one. The mass one's a funky one. It is.
What you're looking for is beautiful.
It's a funny place with funny people. And
I am pretty funny.
You are pretty funny,
Yeah.
and that's not. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying it's a bit funny. So yeah. Anyway,
But yeah, what were you working on?
I was finishing off the little mushroom islands I've been doing around the
cool.
kingdom. And I'm pretty proud that I managed to make every single one somewhat unique. So,
Yeah. Mind if I go take a look?
yeah. You're very.
Alrighty.
Did you get some? Oh, you got some nice armor there. Okay. Well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. You might be able to catch them as you're flying in. So yeah. Oh,
I was following you and almost did the face plant.
Ah, you fell for my trap. Actually, you can get a good view from the bridge up here, actually.
Speaking of the bridge, we've got.
I've been
It's glitching
thinking
out.
about this. I think I don't mind the tunnel idea, but I kind of want to go a little bit more open plan so that
Okay.
I can see the shrooms.
That's fair.
So yeah, anyway.
We can have like holes in the thing, so it's more like a log.
Oh yeah, definitely. We're just going crazy organic. I'm looking forward to it. But yeah, I don't know if they've all rendered in, but like there's just little mushroom islands floating around.
Oh, I like it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Actually, you know, it's really, really appropriate because the start of my stream started with Artemis raiding, so I was like, yeah,
it starts with the Mushroom Kingdom and ends with the Mushroom Kingdom.
It does. It's fully mushroomy. Doing her proud.
All shroomed up.
All shroomed up. So yeah, I think I've got. I think I might put in a couple more behind the big giant cyan shroom, but other than that, like that's probably it.
That's Nether Kingdom.
That's the exterior for Nether Kingdom, except for our bridge here.
That is awesome.
And then the rest of it is, well, we've to do the interior of Wonderland. We've been making progress, but
that's good.
It's on the way.
Yeah, I've been a little slow with progress on my kingdom. I've got to pick up the pace if I want to finish it.
Well, I will. If I get my stuff finished, I will definitely be down to help.
Awesome. That would be much appreciated.
Yeah, I've got my list of projects to get done, and I also
we might
want
eventually have a season where you don't help me finish my kingdom.
Dude, the thing is, I'm also looking at like the other side of your kingdom as well. Like, I'm pretty sure Acorn will probably be, well, once she's got her project finished,
yeah,
she'll be turning around and say, "Hey, do you need a hand?"
Yep.
The nice thing was we all kind of chip in and help each other as we get closer to the end of the season. So
exactly.
Yeah. Right, I'm gonna go finish up. You enjoy your continent. I'll catch you soon.
Yeah, I'll talk to you soon, dude.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay. Let's go back over to Shimothy. Oh, itchy. There it goes. My neck is a little bit stiff. Right. Let's see. So we're finishing off stream on 94% raised for the community challenge. 94% and 6 days left, which should bring us up to Saturday. So I'll have 3 more streams before we finish the challenge. Okay. Let me see who is live on the. I think YouTube has gone very quiet today, so I'll do a redirect just in case anyone is hanging out in YouTube and wants to see what's going on. I think I'm just going to send a redirect over to the Badak. Who is going live next? I think the next person going live. I think it's Viking. Okay, let's send you guys over to Viking. I know it's pretty much it's very, very quiet on YouTube, so I'm not going to worry too much about that. Actually, you know, I'm not going to even bother a redirect on YouTube this time, because like if there's no one actually watching at the moment, there's no point in doing a redirect on YouTube. But everyone who has watched back the VOD on YouTube, I really, really appreciate it. Please do consider giving the stream a thumbs up. And YouTube, I will catch you guys on Wednesday for the next stream. Bye, YouTube. Okay, just finishing up the YouTube. I just figured finish the YouTube stream there. Okay, Twitch. I did not realize that crying obsidian drips. Yeah.